6 months ago, I got onto an airplane heading for Sydney. I was excited to finally see Australia for the first time. I had no idea what I was in for. I got off my plane at about 11:30. I really had no idea what to expect. I met my host father. He seemed like a pretty friendly guy, and we headed through a suburb called Arncliffe. And we pulled into the house. The house seemed okay. I went to my room, and it was really small. I really had no idea what to expect. I met my housemates, Yasu, Kevin, and Shun, the next morning, who were the first to tell me that it was a 5-kilometer walk to the train station. They also alerted me to the fact that my house mother was already expecting the next month's rent, $1,000.
Once I was really hungry and there's no food to eat. So I used the kitchen.
And she was really mad.
And afternoon, she found that she just yelled at me. Why you use the kitchen? You can't use it.
The house rules themselves were pretty strict.
We're sorry, your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again.
There were notes all over the place. If you ever did anything wrong, you always got a note. I somehow managed to get a few of those through little things like showering in the morning. That was a no-no. After these first couple run-ins, I really felt like there was always someone watching me, and things weren't getting any better.
That's the worst thing I've ever seen before.
What they do is only feeding shit to us every day.
At first we trusted the food. We didn't really expect people to cheat us. We always thought we had freshly prepared meals. It turned out that if you didn't eat your meals, they got rebagged and put in the freezer. You couldn't even eat the eggs because we found cartons and cartons of eggs underneath the pantry. They weren't refrigerated and they were in there for at least a month and a half. Basically, you got plates for dinner. They would get prepared at about 10 in the morning. You might not get home till 7, so they've been sitting there for about 9 hours. The third day I got back, I pulled the top off the dish. There were cockroaches in it. The worst was if you didn't eat dinner and you put it in the fridge, she'd catch you before you went to school the next morning. And she'd say, well, you have to have it for breakfast then. She would sit down with you and watch you eat it. I remember my host mother saying a really funny thing to me. She looked me in the eyes and she said, "You'll get used to my cooking." And I thought to myself, I'm just not going to eat your cooking.
The laundry is too dirty. My clothes is like always wet, almost become rubbish.
I brought most of my good clothes down to Australia. That was a mistake. My host mother treated our laundry like dirt. It all got washed at the same time. She wouldn't hang them up, she'd put them in a basket, and you'd get home at like 9 at night from school. Then you'd have to go hang your stuff up. If it was raining, you were screwed.
Clothes are always wet.
Your clothes would just sit there. You try to hang them around your room, but your rooms were tiny and you had no hangers. I pretty much have tatters and shreds of what used to be clothes. By the end of my stay there, I just threw out most of my stuff.
Kitchen. Room is very small. Very small.
My room, just a bed.
I hate room. I hate.
I'm not staying at the room without door, so every morning and every night I can hear very well. So yeah, I've never get very well sleep.
I got used to my bed, but getting used to something doesn't mean it was comfortable. I had names for all the springs. When I first got there, I didn't actually have sheets. My pillows had to be 30 years old, passed through at least 2 generations. I tried to put some posters on my walls. I came back after the first time. They were all on the ground. The rule was nothing goes on the walls. I was trying to make something comfortable, livable, and I wasn't given the chance.
It's really bad. Like, you should just do it like a business. If I keep staying here, it'll be dangerous for everything. Like health, my math.
In the end, it wasn't the location. It wasn't the house. It wasn't even the food. It was how we were treated. To say that my experience in Australia was subpar would be unfair. I've forged some of the most amazing relationships and had some of the best times of my life since I've been here in Australia. I'm extremely glad I came down here, and I'm eternally grateful to all the people who understood my situation and decided to help me out.